rent, groceries, transport. For many students studying in Australia, the rising cost of living is becoming harder to manage. And for international students living far from home, those pressures can be even greater. Romano is an international student from Indonesia studying here in Perth. Like many others, he says the rising cost of living is already affecting his daily life.
I noticed that the cost of living here was becoming more difficult when my rent took up most of my spendings, and I can't even afford 3 meals a day. I feel the pressure to work rather than focusing on my studies. My thoughts usually juggle between studying and covering my living costs. I feel like I can't do my best in academics because my head is split between studying and covering my daily necessities.
To cope with rising expenses, many students are turning to side jobs and online communities.
Right now, I resort to do Uber Eats deliveries as a side job to afford rent and groceries. I also buy stuff from Facebook Marketplace because in Facebook, the student communities there is quite big, so usually people give their stuff for free or for a very cheap price.
Organizations across Perth are also stepping in to support students facing these challenges. I spoke with Darren Belfort, the Chief Executive Officer of Study Perth.
So Study Perth is the peak body for international education here in Western Australia. It's funded partly by the state government and partly by its members, and its members are all the universities and colleges that provide education and training to the international student community.
With living costs rising globally, support services have become increasingly important.
I think everywhere we're seeing cost of living crisis issues coming along. We do a lot of work to try and address that. So one of the things that we do is help students get jobs, because having a part-time job while you're studying obviously gives you an income that can help you with addressing cost of living issues. We also have partnerships with a charity called Feed It Forward, which brings twice a week free food into the hub, and we promote that and encourage students to come and grab, whether it be bakery products or fresh fruit and vegetables, those sorts of things. We want to make sure that we're sharing out what we have. You're absolutely right. Cost of living is actually going through the roof all over the world, and unfortunately it's going to get worse as we've got a war in the Middle East and all of those sorts of things. So we want to make sure that we can do whatever we can to support students. It's probably no worse in Perth than anywhere else. I mean, Perth is generally cheaper to live in other parts of Australia, but it is rising.
Beyond food programs, local community networks also play an important role.
Perth is a very community-based city. One of the things that I try to encourage students to understand is we have things all around Perth, in all the suburbs, called Buy Nothing groups. So those are on Facebook. And if you go onto your Buy Nothing group, you can actually ask for or have a look at what's around. So getting free furniture, for example. I live in an area near Murdoch University, and I will often put up things that I'm looking to move on from my home, and we often find students taking them. So whether that be, coffee tables or sofas or beds or whatever, as people move their furniture on, that opportunity to get access to free stuff is really big in Perth.
For students living far from home, support doesn't always come from family. Sometimes it comes from communities, shared spaces, and simple gestures that remind them that they're not alone. I'm Genyvra Caecilia reporting for ECU Vanguard.